all started with a thought. One thing about life.
Serious fun show. It's your humble host, Brooks Meadows here. Thank you for being here. And thank you to everyone who has reached out to me after the smashing interview with Brock Stedman. 6 minutes profile. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And because of you, I am back for episode 4. I told you I'd give you 8, and here we are. We're almost halfway through. Can you believe it? Let me start with a rundown. I'm gonna actually feature a different creator. You've gotten a lot of me over the first 3 shows. I'm gonna feature a new creator today. I'm going to give you the episode you asked for, episode 2 of Go Fast. I'm going to sneak in a throwback commercial to the recess days of yore, and then we are going to get another episode of Game On. Let me first start with a confession. Okay. My confession is that I said I would keep this tight and keep it at 30 minutes. And if you noticed, runtime last week, a little bit long. Coming up on darn near 40 minutes. So I'm going to keep it tight. All right. I'm going to keep it under 30 minutes. And that's all I have to say about that. Are you doing good? I hope you are. If you're joining me for the first time, thank you and welcome. If you're joining me for a second or more time, thank you. Thank you for coming. It's nice to see you. Glad you're back. And hey, listen, if you are just deciding what this value for value thing is, if you're just still trying to figure it out, let me explain it to you. I aspire to create value for you in the form of entertainment in this show. And you can give that value back to me in that 3 different kinds. It's called time, talent, and treasure. And sometimes we call treasure the booty.
I have so many people asking for my booty.
And so, as I hope to make a tradition here, I would like to start the show by acknowledging that we have... Oh my gosh. Let's get a freaking round of applause here. Round of applause for booty. And even more exciting, we got some more new booty. And the first booty donor, the new booty that we get to announce, Mrs. Azima Azmi Urisk. Miss Oz, thank you for the new booty. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying Bali. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee as I shout you out. I really do. Thank you for being an executive producer of the Serious Fun Show. She's a homie. Been knowing her for a while. Her and my wife are dear friends as well. She watched the show. She loved it. She sent the booty. Value for value. But guess what? We got another booty donor. And with $25, if I didn't say Azima Oz donated $30. Thank you so much. If I didn't mention it, $30 for Oz and $25, the mind mechanic, Mr. William Burnett. That's 2 shows in a row. He went from 10 to 25, value for value. And you've made 2 in a row. You could say he's
heating up.
He's heating up. Does he want to go for the...
He's on fire.
I don't know. NBA Jam, you got to make 3 in a row. You can go from...
He's heating up.
To...
He's on fire.
Right now, William Burnett...
He's heating up.
And let's give him one final round of applause for his second booty donation in a row. That's it, man. Value for value. Thank you so much. And so that's how this show works. If you are enjoying it, you can send me your talent. You want to create some art. You want to make your own video. Brooks at seriousfun.io. If you want to make me a website, if you want to improve the GoFundMe.org website, please reach out to me. Like I said, Brooks at seriousfun.io. And then, hey, if you've donated this much of your time so far, thank you. Thank you. It's value for value. Now, I also have a business, okay? I have Serious Fun Media, which is a production agency, and I work with content creators, mostly in the fitness industry. Yeah, that's what I know the best, the fitness industry. And so I work with some creators, and I wanted to feature one of them today. Now, granted, I did make what you were about to watch, but at least you get to spend about 6 minutes of the show watching somebody else's face for a change. And so this is Pat's vlog on his channel. His name is Pat Damiano. If you have any kettlebell training needs, if you want some good education, you want to get a ton of value from a kettlebell training program, go follow Pat on Instagram at Pat Damiano. I'll make sure he'll be linked down below, okay? I won't do my boy like that. He's definitely going to get a link. And he has over 330,000 subscribers on Instagram. And for his vlogs, we like to help him tell stories that allow him to feature parts of his life that are beyond his kettlebell training. And so this is one of his vlogs about how not to make content and what to do instead. So if you are a content creator or an aspiring content creator, you want 330,000 followers, Pat's not a bad person to listen to. And so this is vlog number 5, how not to make content.
All right, I'm gonna be real with you for a second. Creating content can feel like just throwing shit into a black hole sometimes. You film, edit, post, and then nothing. And honestly, I was doing that for a really long time. Essentially just making random videos and throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something stuck. And guess what? It didn't work. Look, you can make content, and a lot of it. But if it's kind of random and all over the place and doesn't really have a direction, then it's not gonna connect with the audience and they're not gonna stick around. Look, I've tried everything. Fitness tips, daily routines, life hacks, the lifestyle type of videos, everything. And nothing kind of really stuck because I was all over the place. Look, I'm gonna say something a lot of creators, especially trainers out there, don't wanna hear, and that is you need to niche down. Because if you don't niche down, you don't have an identity and you're going to struggle. It took me a really long time to figure this out and finally accept it. But once I did, I was way more focused and allowed me to start actually building something that can last. Because when you're focused, you start to get an idea of who you are talking to. So it wasn't until I started looking at my in-person clients and the problems that they were dealing with and the conversations I was having with them, I started taking that stuff and turning it into content, and that started working really well. And that's when I realized that the gold is in solving their problems. Now, once you find your niche, here's how you take things to the next level. Number 1, find a way to attract attention. Stand out. There's 10,000 trainers out there teaching people how to deadlift or do a kettlebell swing. You've got to find a way to make sure you stand out. Now, I personally like to do that by swinging kettlebells, throwing plastic spears, and drop kicking fake dummies in my garage. When people scroll through that, they stop for a second and think, let me check this out. Number 2 is build trust. You gotta show your audience you actually know your stuff. I give people technique tips, show proper form, and tell them why I actually do certain things. You can't just be a bunch of flashy content or the people aren't gonna stick around for long. And then you build loyalty. You share your journey, the ups and downs and everything it took to get to where you are. People stick around for the story. Before we go any further, are you using kettlebell complexes in your training? Because if you're not, you should be. They are one of the best ways to do fun, time-efficient, and effective full-body strength and conditioning workouts. And I'm gonna make it super easy for you to implement them. Go ahead and click the first link in my description below so you can get your hands on my list of my 20 best and favorite kettlebell complexes sent directly to you for free. You won't regret it. Here's the truth. The best content is going to come from the clients you train, the people messaging you, and the people in your comments. That's where you start to realize the real problems that real people are facing. And then you just make content around answering their questions and solving their problems. It's as simple as that. And when you do come up with an idea, write it down, whether it's in your note section of your phone, a notebook, a whiteboard, post-it, whatever it is, get the idea out, write it down, and then from there, you can expand on it if you are planning accordingly and turn it into 5, 10, 15 different pieces of content. That way you can maximize your time and maximize your ideas. So the way that I make my content, it starts out with an idea that I then just brain dump into a big Google Doc that I have with all of my content ideas. I then take that brain dump, clean it up, and shorten it a little bit and turn that into an email that gets sent out to my email list. From there, I take that email, condense it a little bit more, and turn that into an Instagram caption that I'll tend to attach to a post of me doing a workout. So we'll get a workout and that caption in that post. I'll then take that same caption, condense it a little bit more, and that turns into a script for a reel. So that way I'm taking one idea and turning it into multiple different pieces of content. It is very efficient. It also allows me to hit different types of people depending on how they learn. Some people are going to learn really well through a 30-second reel, and some people are going to learn by reading a long email. Remember, creating content is not just about getting views. It's about expressing yourself, helping people, and building something meaningful. You're not just a creator, you're an artist. So learn your craft, grow, go deep, get creative, and make something that matters.
How about a round of applause for Mr. Pat Damiano? Hey, listen, this is one of the hardest working dudes that I know, and the proof is in the pudding. He knows how to attract attention, build a following, convert that following into an audience that wants to participate in the things that he is putting out into the world, which in his case right now is his kettlebell training. And if you're a content creator or a coach, you have a lot to learn from a guy like Pat. I have a lot to learn from a guy like Pat. And the thing that I took away from that and the things that I've taken away from our conversations is I get to also niche down. So I'm working on it. Right now, my niche is entertaining you, and I hope that it's working. I'll tell you another thing that has come up a lot in working with Pat. You know, I spent 12 years full-time as a coach in the fitness industry before getting into production. And there was a time in my life where I owned a gym called Recess. And it was like my grand opus, making a statement type of gym. I curated it to the nth degree. And although I still had a lot to learn as a business owner, as a coach, and as a curator of a gym environment, I am very proud of the work that went on there. And while we were there, I, wanted to make some marketing, and I made a commercial. I directed a commercial, and I had help from a friend named Six Carolino and a group of producer friends of his who provided their talent. And they didn't donate it. They provided it. I paid for it. I gave Treasure for the talent. But it turned out really well. And it's I'm feeling a bit nostalgic for the coaching, working with Pat so much. I miss being in the gym, coaching classes. And this is just a way for me to connect back with that time. Plus, it's a good little piece of content. And so here it is. Here's a 2-minute commercial from the Recess days. This is my Recess promo from 2019.
me, the best thing about recess as a kid is that everybody could do their own thing. It didn't matter if you loved playing on the monkey bars, swinging on the swings, or playing a competitive game and keeping score. Everybody had the ability to express how they wanted, and everybody had the ability to have fun. At Recess, our mission is to help you find the coach, the thing, or the program that you're gonna fall in love with. Because if you love it, you'll do it consistently, and if you do it consistently, you'll get results with ease. It's that simple. We believe in our mission so much that we give away a 1-hour free discovery session with a coach. In that session, you'll come in, we'll learn about your goals, your needs, your favorite equipment, and we'll have an honest, good conversation about the best thing for you. So, all you have to do to take advantage of this offer is to click the discovery button. Let's get started, fill out the form, come in and see a coach, and learn why recess is serious fun.
It's that simple. It's just that simple. We'll have an honest, good conversation, and we'll help you find the thing that you'll fall in love with. It's that simple. Serious fun, man. And that's where the tagline came in. The tagline for this, the tagline became the energy, the message. You know, it really helped harmonize the things that I feel are part of my personality. Serious business. Like, I think that taking care of your health is a very serious matter. And you got to balance it out with some fun. And it also is, I don't want to get too sentimental, but I'm wearing his cap. It's present. My dad was the one that actually coined serious fun because it was a double entendre, and he loves that. And this was actually his baseball cap. My father, as many of you know, passed away coming up on nearly 2 years ago. And so, serious fun as the name has continued, and it's a way for me to stay connected to my dad. And that time, man, it was a really wonderful, wonderful period of my life and coaching career. And, like many other places, could not withstand the brute force that was the COVID pandemic lockdown. And now it just gets to echo through the halls of history. I don't know if that's what they say, but that's what I'm going to say. All right. So another bit that we're continuing. I guess that commercial was new and the creator feature is new, but we got 2 more, and they are continuations of things that we have done before. And if you'll recall, I did my take on a sports documentary called Go Fast. It was inspired by my friend Joe and from watching Sprint on Netflix. I started it. I made enough for a couple of episodes. I put the first one out. I put it out on Instagram. I was like, hey, should I make another one? And, very, very easy parameters. Just needed a couple of people, literally a couple of people, 2 people. To put 2 in the comment, and I would make a second one. And here we are. I hope you enjoy it. Episode 2 of Go Fast.
Just making sure that you feel athletic. You shouldn't run fast and feel slow. It's hard to do both.
That's a quote. You shouldn't feel slow.
You shouldn't feel slow.
While trying to run fast.
It should feel fast.
Okay.
Last time on Go Fast.
I have no prior experience, track and field wise.
My name is Brooks Meadows. I'm 38 years old.
Maybe I could hit under 12 seconds on the 100. Maybe I could hit under 25 seconds on the 200. I don't even know if that's good.
Your final times were 15:38 in the 100 and 29:57 in the 200. So how are you feeling about your goals of under 12 and 25?
I'm going to need some help.
Let it drop.
As we say in the biz, another day, another dollar, another skunk holla. Oh my God, is that AP? Dude, I need some help.
So I was headed to the track to get in a training session, but I spotted my buddy Aaron Persinger and decided to take the opportunity to ask him some questions to make sure I was headed in the right direction.
My name is Aaron Persinger. I am a assistant track and cross country coach here at Christian Brothers High School. I taught at Christian Brothers High School for 3 years and just accepted a position as an assistant professor in the exercise science department at the University of Memphis.
Aaron and I met at a summer camp for Memphis Youth Athletics. I was there to run the fitness programming, and he was there to help manage the entire camp.
My running background is I was a 400 and 110 hurdler in college and dabbled in the relays, and now I am a slow marathon runner.
Between Aaron's coaching and professional background, as well as his experience as a Division I track athlete, I knew that he'd be a great candidate to point me in the right direction, and so I took the opportunity to ask him the questions that I felt I really needed to know to make sure that I was setting myself up for success, and he did not disappoint.
But if we can at least have one thing we get better at, it's good to have a win, where even if you're still slow, at least your knee angles are better. That's my personal opinion.
So if we were gonna fix one thing,
The one big thing to me would be a proper drive into the ground. And by that I mean everything from knee up all the way into final contact with the ground right before toe off. My favorite one is, it's classic, A skip, B skip, everybody calls it different things. One of the drills you focus on driving the knee up, the other one you focus on pushing down, almost more skipping instead of running. I really like single leg bounding. It just trains you to push through the ground a little better. So we go straight leg. Old school you out there, you may have heard it called prime times, where you're straight leg and kind of pushing through the ground. And I think that just really trains how to generate force from the hip and not just from the knee, so that you have to push through the ground and generate as much force as you can with a minimal contact time. Another one I like is butt kicks. And so when you were young, you probably thought butt kicks, oh, I'm gonna get my heel to my butt and have your knee pointed straight at the ground. But the reason we don't want to do that is that takes too long to cycle the leg through. So we do butt kicks, but we do them with the knee in front of the hip. That way you can cycle back through, get back to your piston action, and get those legs back down quicker. It's really easy to get beginners doing that right, and you can usually feel the difference quicker because you can kind of feel like you're getting back on the ground quick.
After that coaching session with Aaron, I'm feeling pretty good. I got my drills. I got some direction. All it feels like I need to do now is just put the pedal to the metal, go out, get the track time, and let the rest take care of itself.
we're gonna have a tough little anaerobic workout. 400 meters with a jog back. So the 100 meters at 75%. Run the 100, 75%, jog it back, times 4, rest 3 minutes, do it again. So, hey, sometimes you have to put in a little pain train to get what you want. Done. So first time I did this workout, I actually couldn't jog back in between reps. So program said that I could have gone an extra set. I'll take it as a win that I did the jog backs the entire time. I'm not feeling fast, but I know that part of it is I'm crewing a ton of running, like that I'm not used to. So I expect there to be, at least for the first month, my body doing its adaptation thing. So I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna stick to the program. What advice would you give someone just starting in their sprint journey?
The biggest key is understanding that the method is also the poison. And so in the sense that, you know, if you have a little bit, that's great, but if you do too much, now you're setting yourself back and putting yourself at risk for injury. So an appreciation and care for the volume would be the biggest, hey, be aware of this, I would say.
Just felt my hamstring. I don't know what I felt, but I felt something that I've never felt. I'm a little sick to my stomach. Just praying it's not a tear.
Let it drop. Let it drop.
Episode 2, pedal to the metal. 38 years old. I felt that hamstring and said, that could be it. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments. Do you want more? Go fast. I could be swayed to get back out on the track and give that training a go. I have been back on the track. Spoilers. I have been back on the track. I could make another one. Let me know in the comments. I can see already that I'm going to be pushing it. Okay, but I want to get it in. I have one more thing to share. It's episode 2 of Game On. If you'll recall, if you saw last episode, I played Super Mario World and I played the first world. I made mincemeat out of the first castle. And I figured, heck, people really enjoyed the sights and the sounds. So I can go ahead and knock out world number 2 for you. Show you some of the secrets, some of my secrets. Maybe they're not so secret to you, but they're a whole heck of a lot of fun. Whole heap of fun. And I don't want to waste too much time, so I'll get right to it. This is episode 2 of Game On. It's off to Donut Land we go. Save. Okay, so now we can get into some meat here. Because it's like, all right, you got some skills, great job. Now you're like, oh, what is that? Well, I could just fly through this. I could. I wasn't paying attention, obviously, but I could easily fly through this. And yeah, you bet I'm going in here. Okay, this is where, oh, yes, okay. Usually it's middle, right, left. Wrong! Now I don't know what to do. Shit. That's embarrassing. You having fun? It's game on, man. Because why the heck not? Why the heck not? Because I'm gonna do a little. Here we go. Whoop. Had to do it. Had to do it. See, it sends you that way, right? But don't worry. There's another way to go. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it again. You love it, I love it. This is why we play. This is why we play the game. It's game on! Okay. First time I died. If you're keeping count. If you're keeping score. First time. So we're going to do it again. Okay, perfect. Here we go. I wanted to hit that. That's where I wanted to go. same thing. We got a boss. Oh, what? I gotta be careful. I should be good. Let's go. Woo! Star Road. Ooh, I'm gonna... When the music's so good and just stops you in your tracks, I'm gonna save Star Road. I gotta save a little something for you guys. Okay, if you're watching this, you better know what I'm about to do here. If you're watching, you better know. Am I gonna complete this? Heck no, dude. You think I'm going the way it wants me to go, like a freaking amateur? Like an amateur? No shot, buddy. No shot, buddy. Okay, buddy. See? Right at it. Textbook. Absolute. You can't draw it up better than that. That's about as fast as you could complete that. I mean, just absolute perfection. Let's see what Morton's got for me. What's up, Morton? Oh yeah, I remember. All right, so he's gonna try to run up this wall here. Not on my watch, Morton. Oh, he's gonna get one. Nope. No, sir. Not on my watch. Who's gonna beat it? That's all it takes with Mario. Morton Koopa Jr. of Castle Number 2 is just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. What traps await Mario in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? Find out this and more on the next episode of Game On! I gotta save my progress here. It's not quite as dramatic when you have to save your progress. Oh man, it's game on, dude. Morton didn't have much for me, but you know, I am a Mario master. It's just too deep into my neurological system. I'm just too good. And, you know, hopefully you feel like that this show is just too darn good. That's not what I want. Let's get you some nice little outro music here. There we go. Just a little production break. Yeah. There we go. Episode 4 of Serious Fun Show with your guy Brooks Meadows. I snuck it in under the wire. Thank you again. Thank you to the producers. Thank you, Oz and Bilber. Appreciate it. You have kept us one more week away from having a sad puppy video. Keep on donating. Don't have to see it. You'll know. You'll know if there are no donations. And you'll have plenty of time to send me your booty. Brooks at Brooks Meadows on Venmo or PayPal, or you can visit GoFundMe.org. And we're going to take a little mid-season break. Don't worry. I told you we're getting 8 shows. You've gotten 4. I got 4 more to give you. But I just need a small little break so I can get ahead. You know, I got a job. You know, I love to entertain you. And I'll tell you what, you keep those donations cranking on up. You know, you can get more of your boy here, but until then, got to make sure I do my job. And so I'll be off for 2 weeks. I will be back. I'm also, ladies and gentlemen, preparing for the Spill It Grand Slam, where they will crown the storytelling champion of Memphis I'm a rookie. I'm coming for the crown, but I am a rookie, and I'm giving it my best crack on November 16th, which is a Saturday. So you will get a full report on how the Grand Slam went. Hopefully I will be able to come back with the championship trophy or whatever they give out. But I'm going to have a great time, and it has been a phenomenal time making this show for you. Thank you. And until I see you next time, be good and rep your hood, man. Brooks Meadows, Serious Fun, out.